I wasn't there when she was born. Complete lie. For 10 years. People have asked me to put a stop to him legally. I had 2 attorneys who sent him cease and desist. And he did not cease and desist. Those attorneys did not live in Utah where he lives. Those attorneys did not live in Utah, so there was no follow-up. I recently consulted with a Utah attorney who told me I have a serious case against Pastor Bussy the Rainbow Bunny. But I'm going to have to fly out to Utah a couple times to appear in court. So this attorney told me that if I give him the retainer, he will begin the investigation on Pastor Bussy. And after looking at Pastor Bussy's YouTube page, he says he is quite certain that I have a case for slander, I have a case for libel, I have a case for defamation. And he also said because he's been making money off of my name for 10 years, that he can be made to pay me back all the money that he made in my name, and that we can lay siege to any property that he owns. I told him that the man is broke. He don't have any property. He basically pays his bills by making Dr. Umar defamation films. He said, well, if that's the case, if he has a job, then his wages can be garnished until he satisfies the balance of the settlement from court.
Come on, God.
So, brothers and sisters, I have finally realized that I have to have a Dr. Umar defense fund. I have to have a Dr. Umar defense fund.
Yes, you do.
And the reason I have to have a Dr. Umar defense fund
Hey, Daniel.
is not because I have to defend myself. I have to have a Dr. Umar defense fund so I can file suit against people who think it's okay to constantly slander my name and attack my mother. Attack my mother. Attack my mother. So, brothers and sisters, they attack my mother. You don't talk about nobody's mother. You don't talk about nobody's mother. So I got 2 lawsuits that I got to pay for. I got 2 lawsuits I'm about to pay for. Let me go to Baby Smurf for a minute. I love my child. Let me say that.
Okay.
And there, she know her mother kept me out of her life, so she.
All right, that's just one video of many. Who do we have in here tonight? Hello, A. Daniels. Hello, Cooking with Madame. Thank y'all for stopping by. So I said, I really wasn't going to go live because I got to make a cake for a repast tomorrow, a funeral, someone passed, but that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not saying nothing because next thing I know, it'll be an obituary on the internet. Folks is crazy. Y'all love the docs. Y'all always doxing somebody. Y'all gonna get enough of doxing, folks. You're gonna get enough of doxing. Nobody talked about the man's mama, A. Daniels. Oh, that heifer talked about his mama. Oh, we gonna get to you, Siobhan, Lene, Throw Go. We gonna talk about it. But before we do that, you know what? Dang, I deleted it. Oh, I hope I didn't. Let me see if it'll play.
Other celebrities.
Yeah. So we're gonna finish listening to this video that she did with the other guy called the Receipts Keeper or something.
And went to law school, they're going to be fine. I know it's good commentary here and there, but get back to the mission. That's my point. But I believe that those buildings were purchased in order to hold the money so it could not be wrote off as a scam.
I'm so sick of this woman. I'm so sick of this woman and her Tasha K interview talking about, yeah, girl, when Tasha K said she was the throat goat, she went, block it. You ain't no damn throat goat. You's a goat roper.
I feel like as long as he can say, hey, I bought the buildings and just spend the rest of the money on whatever else, He does a little bit here, he does a little bit there. But if y'all saw his house, that man does not have the capacity in order to start a project and bring it all the way to fruition. That takes a specific type of person. Anybody that owns a business, he talks about struggle streamers, but you know what?
I am a struggle streamer. Make no mistake about it, I'm a struggle streamer. I got 12 people in here. But what I'm talking about right now is probably more important than what the president of the United States got to say, because I'm speaking knowledge right now. Let me tell you, the way this woman is doing him, it could happen to you. It could happen to you, male or female. You don't know who you're letting in your house, in your surroundings. This woman went into Dr. Umar's life on a mission. She recorded when he left her there at his first time. She couldn't take care of the mama because she was too busy running through his house trying to go through all his paperwork. Oh, I know about you, girl. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hello. Okay, we're listening to, she calls herself the throat goat. She infiltrated Dr. Umar's life and space, and then she came out here and spoke on his mother. You don't speak on nobody's mama. I had somebody to cuss my mama out and call her a B, a H, and all kind of stuff because they mad at me. Talked about my mama. I could never forgive. I know when I say I could never forgive, a lot of people that, how can I say this delicately? Because you know, you guys like to come for me in the comment section. But I'm gonna say I find it hard to forgive someone that spoke on my mother, because I would never speak on nobody's mother. And even if you're not Lene, Siobhan, Shavante, whatever your name is, I know you're not a licensed caretaker and all of that, but you took care of that woman. And for you to come out here and tell play-by-play everything about her and her condition, it's a fucking disgrace. Miss Government Worker. You're a disgrace. All because Dr. Umar cut it off with you in February. Here it is, 5-6 months. We're in July. Why did you decide to come out now, ma'am? Why? You thought he was going to come back and he didn't. So when he didn't come back, you decided to say, I'm going to talk.
That's not an easy job. You know what I'm saying? That's something that takes dedication, consistency. He doesn't have that.
Hey, boo.
He's too scattered. He's all over the place. That man has dumped so much money. If you went in that house.
Wait a minute. Darren says, you are so funny. Miss Lisa, hello. How am I so funny? But you know what? Look, I try to put a little comedy in it to keep you guys entertained and alert. But when I say I really think it's a disgrace for anyone, even if it was someone that I was cool with, if my homegirl, my best friend, was to go and take care of her man's mama or whoever, and then get mad at him and then come out here and talk about the mama's medical condition, you're wrong. You're wrong. I don't care how you guys want to slice it, and you know y'all been coming for me in the comment section. Oh, y'all told me that I can't see right from wrong. I can't see the light because of Dr. Umar, because I'm so shooketh. I'm shooketh when it comes to Dr. I'm shooketh when you say his name. Oh, King Kong consciousness. Baby, you don't know me. No, that is not the case. That is not the case. I just know that this woman is dead wrong for what she did. She's dead. Dr. Umar, see, you guys have made the mistake of looking at him like he's really God or something. I don't know. He's a man from North Philly who likes a little coochie every now and again, or a lot of coochie all the time, probably. He's just like any other man. He just happens to be a scholar who knows history and can spit that shit off his tongue like it's just nothing. And it be facts. Okay? All right. That's what I like about him.
Just tell him to lie from his house one day. Just tell him one of his followers, hey, bro, just go live just to shut all this up. Just go live in your living room. Just once.
Oh man, that's probably a horror house. I hate to see it, but
he begrudges blacks, and I'm not saying that any of his message is wrong, but he's hypocritical.
Wait a minute. Dream say, no, I like your comedy. My brother's a comedian, not me. Laugh aloud, baby. You ride for Umar. I'm not for or against him, but you're right. That lady and Lennon are both the. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm like, when is somebody gonna see what I'm talking about? Dr. Umar did not come out here and talk about that woman first. She brought her ass out here. Now they stopped communicating in February or somewhere around that time. According to her, I'm getting all my information from her. And now here it is, June, July, late June, early July. Here you want to come out here and talk about, I want to talk about Dr. Umar's mother because she's not this and he's on the road. Girl, that man loved his mama. He loved his mama, and you wrong for what you're doing because he loved his mama. He not going to put no throat goat before his mama. I bet you that much. And when I say throat goat, that could be anybody. I'm sure he's had a plethora of throat goats in his life. You're not the first throat goat. You're not and you won't be the last. Sad to say. Maybe not sad for him.
He begrudges blacks for buying Nikes. This man has more shoes than the law should allow.
Why is she talking about how many shoes Dr. Umar got? This woman. Oh, I don't like this woman, y'all. I'm sorry. She makes me sick. Why is the hell is she talking about how many shoes he have in his house? That she was scrolling through like a damn sniper or something.
See, I told y'all he be
a picture of his mother holding I think that's his mother, holding a Gucci bag.
She said she got a picture of somebody holding a Gucci bag. This helper took pictures. I knew you were no good when I heard you first. When I heard the first interview, you ran, and I knew you wasn't no good when you ran to Lennon because Lennon don't like Dr. Umar, and you say you've been knowing him for 2.5 years, so you know what's been going on in his life. You know who's been talking about Dr. Umar. Why would you go to them? You a low down, dirty mother sucker. Yes, you are. Yes. And if I have to stand over here all by myself, if I have to stand alone, I will and I can. I can. I don't need no help to tell somebody that you wrong. And they can come in my comment section and what about King Randall? And what about I don't give a fat rat. I'm talking about this woman. And I'm gonna talk about that man that King Randall, I think. You know what? King Randall tried to, what did he do? Okay, so it didn't work out. Dr. Umar had to cancel. He was taking care of his mother. You don't know what the emergency was that he could not attend and had to cancel. So King Randall or King James or whoever goes and posts or talks about, oh, he didn't show up and tries to make him look bad. So Dr. Umar said, really, Ninja? I saw a text message or something like that. But things happen. He couldn't make it. He's not the first person to ever have to cancel an appearance. You know how many concerts are canceled? Beyonce canceled a concert. And you guys want to hold Dr. Umar to the fire like he has committed the ultimate sin. He had business that he had to attend to. He could not make it. He has to take care of his mother. And that man he jumped the gun and started talking about Dr. Umar to other people. And then Dr. Umar was like, well, if you're going to slander my name, I'm not refunding nothing. That's how I feel about that. Okay, I'm ready for all y'all. I ain't studying that. See?
So you're playing a character. You're playing, this is cosplay to him. He is an armchair activist. Philly has so much work to get done. If he was really about that time, he would be out there suited and booted in the trenches and getting busy in the work. You ain't seen that man at no soup kitchen. You ain't seen him at no school for Black children, African centered. He has no interest in it. His interest is in y'all's face as a celebrity.
Wow. See, I told y'all, man, he has been parading around saying and doing this. And it's like you said, just to be a celebrity, trying to get celebrity status. I think he's going.
Hold on. Hello, Almighty, Lisa, Diane, Dream. You are so funny. Hi, Philly. I'm here for it. Lee, Books, Miss Lisa, Diane. I saw the interview that she did with Tasha K. To me, it was pathetic and downright disgusting. You know what? I'm gonna come back to this. Let me move to a Tasha K clip right quick. It was disgusting. First thing Tasha K said was, he gave you status, you the throat girl. She was like, that's right, I did. Girl, please. You probably was choking and everything. Oh, you couldn't do it right. Anywho, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm digressing. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. Let me see here. Let me find one of the clips. I got so damn many clips.
Come in, because when he came to the room, I don't know what the fuck he was on, Tasha, but he was crazy. He was crazy. Like, crazy. I thought I was going to have to pick up the phone and be like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
What drug? What are you talking about?
Like, this is where people were saying he's on something, and I was like, he's not on anything. And then I went into the situation, and I think back, I'm like, yeah, he was definitely high on something.
But you never seen him do drugs or anything like that?
Never seen him do drugs, allegedly.
Now, you've never seen Dr. Umar do drugs, but you're going to sit here and say he was high and on drugs. This is a dangerous ass woman. Her little chubby chucker ass is dangerous. She dangerous. She just said Dr. Umar was high and on drugs. Tasha K finally did her job and say, but you never seen him doing it. No, I never seen him, but how the hell do you think he on drugs? Dr. Umar is high off of knowledge, off of power. When I say power, I mean the power of the knowledge that he has. He's not on no drugs, girl. You never saw him do drugs, so why would you tell Tasha K and her hundreds of thousands of viewers that he was on drugs? That is slander, or shall I say slanderment in its finest form, okay? That was outright slander. Hey, QST, how you doing, sis? Hello, people. Mr. Dream Wilson. No, I like your comedy. Baby, you rap for Umar. I'm not. Okay, I read that. I'm sorry. I don't know the story. Okay, Miss Lisa Diane. He likes them 5'5" and thick in the thighs. Well, he do like a 5'5" thick in the thighs. As long as you African, it don't matter. Because we got another interview to listen to. Lennon honored and found another man to come out and talk about Dr. Umar. A man that used to date some woman that Dr. Umar used to date. These people they have lost their mind, y'all. They want to hurt Dr. Umar so bad, they have lost their conscious minds. And I think these are people that were part of the conscious community. What's wrong with our conscious Black folk? Hey, Vanessa, Black Queens forever. Snow Bunnies never. Jola, Black Queens forever. Snow Bunnies never. I say Black Queens forever. Boy, whenever I get to hear Dr. Umar speak live and he say that, when he come out and go, Black Queens forever, I'm going to go, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh, my goodness. No, I'm not. Then I might. Okay, yes, she is low down. Lee, she's talking about the mama. She's talking about the house. She's talking about how many stoppers he has in the sink. That little That woman, she went in with an agenda to hurt him. I can't stand people like that. She was never ever in it talking about she was in love with the mission or whatever, I forgot what she called it. She dirty. She low down. And for those of you that say I be all over the place, look, I didn't say I'm no scholar. Okay, I'm no great orator. I'm just here giving a little commentary. So don't try to hold me to those standards. She meant him no good from the jump. Right, Boots? Yes. What woman comes out here and talks about a man's mama? What the? Who does that? Did she want to act? Oh, I know he regrets the day he ever met that little heifer. Shit. Take it easy, easy. Hello, Ma. Are you married? I'm not married, but I got a man. So for those that they like to say, oh, you want his Shango stick. I don't want his Shango stick. I got a Shango stick. Oh. But I don't want y'all to hurt this Shango stick just because of your ignorance, all right? Please subscribe if you're new. Yes, thank you. Empress, she tries to act like she's down as an activist, yet she's the one without her giving sloppy toppy who out here get. Oh, you talking about? I thought you were talking about me. Okay, wait a minute. Yes. Talking about she did the sloppy toppy 3 or 4, however many times it was. And when Tasha K said he gave you the status, she said, that's true. I'll play it in a minute. Let me get on back to this heifer talking her shit.
To run to Africa. I don't know when, but I really do believe he is.
Because he had malaria when he went over there. And he said,
now how you know he wanted people to know he had malaria, you damn heifer? I'm so sick of this woman giving out private HIPAA damnation. He had malaria when he. Dr. Umar somewhere punching the air right now. Saying Black Queens forever. I still love y'all. This motherfucker right here.
Bill, I think, when he got malaria, I think something happened to him. Like that temperature.
You must have caught malaria too, because something wrong with you, boo. You got a problem. You got diarrhea of the damn mouth. As my old folks used to say, you have diarrhea of the mouth. You talk too much. Homegirl, you never shut up. Shut your damn mouth and go sit down in Kansas City and shut up. Quit talking about Dr. Umar. We don't want to hear nothing else you have to say. Not a damn thing.
I think temperature does something to you. Like his family, because I wonder if Anissa got a temperature recently, or
she talking about the daughter. Oh, she know a few family members. She all in this man business. We're gonna have to pray this heifer up out of his life, cause she is like a, what do they call it? Like a vulture, where they want to attach themselves to you, and an energy sucker. She just wants his energy. You want his energy. You could never. People will always want to hear Dr. Umar speak, ma'am. You're not going to stop. You are trying to damage him to where no one will want to hear from him or work with him again. It's not going to work. And I'm tired of hearing about why the school not open and all that shit. I don't want to hear it no more.
Something. I don't know if it is doing something with the brain, but Umar is not the same Umar as he was back in the day. Like the stuff that lit in,
Now, let me tell you guys, she met him in, I think she said 2023. What's it? And they didn't spend any time together, and she didn't take care of his mom until the 1st of this year. So they had no relationship. They were not in a 2.5 year. You know what? I took some notes because she was writing some stuff down. Hold on. Let me check my notes. I was writing some stuff down that she said because she kind of popped herself. Shout out to you, Pete. She popped herself. Hold on. She said they only saw each other like 3 times, no more than 4, and it was always at a hotel. They didn't spend time in his mother's home. She took care of his mother. It was business. It was business, people. So he paid her. I think she said she said was it Sweden? She kept her twice. She said she took care of the mom like around February, and then when he went to Sweden. And I think you did a horrible job. Is why when he came back, and then you was talking to your friend about his mother's condition, you had caught. You disrespected his mother in every way. I'm sure she's a proud woman. Look who she birthed. She birthed the Prince of Pan-Africanism. She's a proud woman. And you're out here telling her damn business like she's just the average Joe. And she's not. That woman.
You know, shows he's a different type of animal right now.
Mm.
And it could be the drugs. It could be I do believe that he's on something.
What kind of drugs are you on? You haven't seen this man. You are slandering his name. You are defaming his character. You've never seen him do drugs, and you said it. Why do you keep saying he's on drugs? He's just high off of knowledge and off of the urge to help people. That's his high. What are you high on? Want some more damn Shango stick? You gummy bear queen? Sick of this damn woman.
I can hear lives and see when he's waving his hands up and down and
his mannerisms, and I'm glad you brought that up, because listen, we gotta keep it real. We keep it real over here at all times. I have relatives that have mannerisms and lets me know, especially when Umar do his job.
yeah.
That speaks volumes. So
Yeah.
I have the only thing that I've seen Umar do is pop pills. He's done that on live several times back in the
Yeah, he has a ton of supplements and everything else, but there's no
They're healthy pills. Son takes like all these supplements and drinks all the fancy stuff. I love when he come home because he buy all that expensive fancy stuff. But I ain't gonna buy. I'm gonna drink regular water. Okay. But my son buy all kind, and my daughter, all they drink, they drink that. And I know I'm getting off topic real quick, but I don't drink just regular. Oh, I bet not say that. Never mind. Never mind.
that were out that I could look at. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he has I think he might be. I don't know. I think that he's on something strong.
Okay.
So the first time I met him when I went out, please know that every single time and every single thing I'm telling you, I have documentation. I know what type of animal Umar is.
What type of animal are you? Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. It means no. What kind of animal are you, ma'am? You're a dangerous animal. You're the type of animal that pretends to befriend someone. I'll take care of your mom. Go over and do your speeches. I am in love with the movement. Go do your speeches. I'm gonna take care of your mom as I search through your home and take pictures of everything I can find, so I can go and tell Lennon and everyone else that hates you about what I found. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Lene Shavante.
I record.
Philly Phil, aka PP, talking to you. You wrong, ma'am. You had no business telling us about his mother's illness. We did not need to know about his mother's illness. I know you're not some certified healthcare taker and all of that stuff, but you were a friend of Dr. Umar's, allegedly. And just you as a person and your word. Why would you come out here and talk about a sick woman and tell us, and then your ass had the gall to try to diagnose her? Talking about, I think she got dementia, y'all. Girl, bad. You got dementia. Shit.
I'll take pictures. I keep receipts because once I figured out he's a liar, he just lies. Once we had that drive from Kansas City from Nebraska to Kansas City, and we were sitting in the car and I was talking to him about some things in Black history and he knew nothing about it, I was like, oh yeah, something ain't matching up. You got 6 degrees, you got 20 years of education.
Girl, I've heard Dr. Umar spit out some shit I had never heard of before. So you are lying, ma'am. I disagree with you.
And you should know about this.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I think that he's doing something that's harder. But the only thing that is weird is his paranoia and how he's going from state to state, being able to secure a fix. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that happens. So I don't know what it is.
If I had to make a speculation, it would be based on the people that's pulling him in. They also know somebody to know somebody. But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Like,
but yeah, you know.
These two people right here sound like they're high. They sound like they're high off some weird drugs. Don't they sound high to you? That's what they saying about Dr. Umar. You guys, come on. And I'm joking. I know you got, look, I don't know what you do, but I'm not saying that you do drugs. But y'all up here insinuating that Dr. Umar, Dr. Umar, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. What's wrong with you people?
You know somebody that can do this or that, and let me make some phone calls.
Yeah, he's talking about, let me tell you, you have no idea how hurtful it is to have faith in someone.
She's hurt. And there it is. He hurt her. Girl, you're not the only woman to be hurt by a man. Shake it off. Keep it moving.
Damn all how I feel about him personally. I'm just saying, just idolizing someone. I literally get RBG, the flag on my nails every single time I get it done.
And she idolized Dr. Umar. God, if you listen to her closely, if you take a deep dive into her interviews, this woman was obsessed with Dr. Umar. She idolized him. I mean, she wanted to be. Now, look, I know y'all think I agree with everything Dr. Umar say. I don't. He say he need 2 wives. You only need 1, sir. I'm going to tell you why. You see what this heifer doing? What if you had 2 of them conspiring against you? You wouldn't stand a chance. Because women are something else. We are cold and calculating. You men, y'all don't be thinking.
And not because of him, but this is how devoted I am to the mission. When I got with him and I found out that he was something different. Like when we got to that room when I went out to Philly and I seen how different he was, I said, let me try something. And I turned on the rap music. I think I was listening to 42 Dugg.
First of all, ma'am, he's not God. He is a man. I have been saying this from day one. Dr. Umar is a scholar and can stand toe-to-toe with any speaker. Period, bar none. I believe that. Now that I believe he could go toe-to-toe with anybody. But he's still a man. He's not God. He's gonna make mistakes. So what? He will go out. He likes punani. He likes women. He might go out and have to get him some every now and then. Now, if he was a poor, never mind. I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop right there.
No, I asked him about money bag, yo. And then
Okay, so Memphis, go ahead.
yeah, and so I got up there and I'm like, I'm playing it in the bathroom and I'm trying to see if he's gonna be like, hey, what are you doing? Trying that out, he didn't say nothing. He didn't care.
Okay.
For 42 days, he's a Detroit underground, so he was saying some of everything. Umar didn't care. I said, damn, you're not real. You're not real.
Man, this is hilarious stuff, man. This is good stuff. So there's another question on the board. So Umar, there's key players in the game that we've learned over time. Sharon and a lady by the name of Sister Hanara.
I don't know any of them women. I don't know none of them. I've never met any of these women. And
What if you can build a
I don't understand.
Okay, let me see what y'all comments are saying. Empress, you subscribe? Thank you. She tries to act like she's down as an activist. She ain't down. Lee, you can tell she has been listening to Leonard. Yeah, she's repeating the talking points. She's repeating the talking points of his biggest haters. Hence, those are the only people she's interviewing with. Interview with some people that's down for Umar. Interview with, go to Joe Button. Ooh. I would love for him to get a hold of her. Him and Ish. Ooh, wait. Okay. She was just clout chasing to me, and Tasha K should have never let her on her platform, in my opinion. Umar should have known better because she looks like my dear, and you know how messy she is. At ease, my queen. At ease. Okay. Oh, goodness. No. But that's okay. Hey, but that's okay, PP. I know that is right. You got a man. Yeah, they want to say that I'm only rocking with Dr. Umar. I don't want the Sean Ghost thing. Not after that gummy bear and play with. No, I'm sorry, Dr. Umar. I'm just kidding. Okay, let me focus. Let me focus. Oh shit! I can't put my glasses on. When is her 15 minutes? Oh, it's gonna end, honey. You know it all goes. They ain't even talking about it will end. It will end. And people will look back and go, what was I thinking? She wants to destroy Dr. Umar. She does. She says she has everything. She says she has all. She has been rumbling. She couldn't take care of his mom because she was too busy scrounging through his home, trying to find any type of anything. She probably picked up reused toilet paper. Trump, thumbs up the live. Yeah, thumbs up the live, y'all. Don't do me like that. Why y'all hating on me? I'm just reporting facts. You can't get mad at me because I called out a woman who comes out here and try to dog walk a man for no reason when the man did not come out here first on her. Now, what if Dr. Umar had just one day woke up and said, y'all know what he say, what all that stuff he say before he start talking? Good evening, whatever he say. And then just start saying, Shavante, the throat goat. Now, what if he has to? I would have truly been disappointed. But he didn't do that. She drew first blood on him. She came out here, honey, because in February they cut ties. And she thought he would have a change of heart and need her and come back, but he didn't. So now months later, here she comes. I got a story to tell, but her story is all about Dr. Umar and his thick mama. You ought to be ashamed of your damn self talking about that man mama. if you at least just keep it on him. Why do you have to tell us about the mama, her fever, and what she wear? She even said something. I don't even want to repeat it. Never mind. I don't want to repeat it. She's looking for fame, and they are making a fool out of her for money. They laughing at her behind the scenes. Oh, they laughing at her, especially Tasha, the prime analyzer. Sup, y'all? How you doing, Empress? The math ain't mathing. If she knew he wasn't who he said he was on the drive from Kansas City, why then go and give him sloppy toppy? She's hurt, and she's hurt, and he cut out. Child, and she proud of her sloppy toppy techniques. She say she the clock it throat goat. That's what she told Tasha K. She told Tasha K she's the throat goat. She said, girl, you know what? She said I know what she said. She said she hadn't had sex in 4 years. So, honey, when she got a hold of Dr. Umar, she probably tore a man apart. Damn, she probably tried to kill him. I'm glad he's still able to give a speech. She probably tried to suck the life right out of him. Okay, let me regroup. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Con, how you doing? Con, thank you for supporting me when I do other content. Empress, maybe she should stop being devoted to the mission and raise her. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna say nothing. She needs to stop, Jola. She needs to stop trying to find fame and tend to her son and his IEP meetings. I agree to that. She gonna say it wasn't an IEP. I saw those papers, and I believe Dr. Umar. Now I don't believe just anything he say, but no, ma'am. You said yourself you told Tasha K about that. You're putting your child, and you used your child to get to Dr. Umar. You did. Because you said at first he gave you a generic response. Then you amped it up. You sent him pictures of this, that, and the other. Girl, you wanted to be where you are right now. You wanted to be there. You wanted to be in a position to be a gummy bear queen. You did. Hello, Linnell. Byler. What do you do for a living? I have a job. I'm a licensed insurance agent. I have 2 degrees. I can do a lot of things, honey. I'm not a one-trick pony. Okay. This right here I do when I can. And YouTube is not my main source of income. I don't make hardly any money on YouTube. If you make me go viral, maybe I would. I am a struggle streamer at its finest. This is the face of a struggle streamer, and I wear it proudly, okay? Okay, let's finish listening to some of this lady. Then we gotta listen to this man. Lennon done found another man who wanted to talk about Dr. Umar. And y'all, the things he said.
And why he didn't go to them. They've been rocking with him. Why you didn't go to them in order to take care of your mother? None of them women have been to his house.
Oh wow.
None.
When I tell you there's so many receipts when it comes to sharing, I can just talk about sharing and the purchasing of what was it, a bookstore, if you will.
Yeah.
To do things on that level, and you saying that he never allowed her to meet my dukes, that's crazy.
These women are a part of the facade. I think that he saw something wholesome for me, because when I see it, I call it out. And I think that he was like, well,
did she just say she was wholesome? Wholesome. And the way you on here talking about Dr. Umar right now, his personal business. What if he had did interviews with people talking about your son, telling them every little thing he knew about your son? But see, he would never do that, ma'am. He has not talked about you He has not done that. Only thing he did was respond to you. Lene, Siobhan, you're wrong. Why are you doing this? Quit going on here talking about this man and whatever you think you have that you could hurt him with. Don't do that. But then you want to say he's not going to open no school. When you keep fucking with him, how can he open the school? He got to steady put out the fires that you and all these other weirdos keep throwing at him. You got men coming out here talking about him that's dating women that he used to date. Now you got the men that's dating the women he used to date want to come on here and give an interview to Lennon. Suckers, cuckolds, some cuckold men is what they are. You cuckold, you. You damn wimp. Go come out here and talk about a man that your woman used to date. You's a simp.
She doesn't seen all of this, she would probably be okay with showing her my hamster cage. Taking me to that house, all respect for him drops. I don't know none of you women. I'm not fearful. You know, he's on there talking about I could have had some Casey Quick. You ain't had no Casey Quick. Kansas City know how I get down. They know
We know how you get down. You go into people's homes, you record, you take pictures, and then you save it for a later date to use against them and to slander them and to make them look bad. That's how you get down. You get down with the gutter. You's a gutter snipe.
I don't bother anybody, but you should have.
You don't bother anybody. You fucking with Dr. Umar and his mama. He didn't come for you. You came for him. What the pimp say? You chose him.
Coach with caution. I'm not that chick. That's how I know you don't have no plug here. You're not shouting out and showing my city no love. You probably can't even come back here. Don't you?
Well, you welcome in Little Rock, Dr. Umar. We got you over here. We got you, Dr. Umar. We got you.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You know, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. I don't know. You can have whoever try to run up on me if you like. But just like you got somebody, I got somebody. And this is the problem with him.
Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. I got some down there niggas I can call. Okay.
Where his problem is with messing around with women. This is where he messed up with me. You assume that I don't have men that won't step behind me. You assume he don't know if I got a brother, an uncle, an ex that's crazy about me. None of that. He's talking about people don't like him and he's always in danger. Why are you messing around with females like this and you don't know anything about these women? He couldn't tell you where I graduated from. He don't know nothing about me. He says he's got my address. You a damn fool. My address.
And see,
she wants to be one of Dr. Umar's black queens, but it's not working out for her. From real monster is looking ass. Oh my goodness. No real man will ever trust her or be with her. She will be lonely the rest of her life. I mean, you know, if you break up with someone, if me and my man was to break up, you guys would not hear a peep from me. It's not because first of all, it's none of your business. I would never say a damn word, and he wouldn't either.
does this to intimidate because he got people like the Fred Hampton Gun Club and people such as We On Lock, not throwing you under the bus, We On Lock, my bad. So he has followers.
But just like we're black preppers. We got people that get busy too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the Midwest. If you got men that want to step behind you getting into it with a woman, then you don't got no solid ass crew. You ain't a solid ass man.
He do got some, and they some of them are here on YouTube. Unfortunately, it's wild.
If you
It's
hear
wild.
a woman about him having an altercation with a woman, that's where you need to be.
But Dr. Umar not attacking no woman. He's not attacking you, ma'am. You keep going from platform to you on a damn tour to talk about Dr. Umar. Why you fucking with him?
That's what your work is.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse. I am talking about a scholar. Maybe I need to watch my words. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, it's not in the mission.
You
It's
see,
not in the mission.
I mean, the things that he put on his Instagram about you, because he deleted a whole lot of stuff. He deleted a whole lot of stuff.
When it comes
And he did that in hopes that somebody would get your information, start looking you up, and then start reaching out to you. At least that's what happened to us back in the day.
I'm stealth and I don't bother. I've never had any drama. I've been where I live for years. I have never had drama come to that front door. Never. Never. I don't drama with people. And most of the
Well, what do you think you're doing now, ma'am? When you come on YouTube or TikTok, whatever, and you talk about a man's mama and her illness, when he don't talk about it, his siblings don't talk about it, but you bring your ass out here and tell us what's going on with his mama in his house, you don't think that's drama? If no one has told you, Siobhan, let me tell you, you're messy. You're messy. And you are a woman that is scorned. I'm sure you loved being able to feel like you had a direct connect with Dr. Umar and you guys were hanging out together or whatever you did. You loved it. But what you have done, you have committed the ultimate, ma'am. You have talked about his mama. He will never forgive you. I know I wouldn't. Talk about my mom, I'm never forgiving you. No real man. Men who care about women know about their women. He didn't care. He didn't care to know about her. Her behavior spoke volumes, which is why he cut her off. Okay, are you from America? I am an African. Black queens forever. She went too far on the part. I don't think that he would have someone run up on her. That's oh no, he would never. No. He's just through effing with her. No, he would never have anyone run up on her. Okay, we're going to pivot to another child. Lennon and found another man to talk about Dr. Umar. If I can find a video. Where is it? That's the picture. Oh, let me go. Every time I hope he didn't put it on members only or something, because I am not a member. I started to record that video. Something told me it was only like 12 minutes long. I think he took it down. Son of a Umar Johnson. I think he took it down. He took it down. Oh, he took it down. Oh, wait a minute. It was called, I think he took it down. I don't know. It was only 12 minutes. I don't know why. It was like 15 minutes. That man that's on my thumbnail, that's the video. Hold on. Oh, this might be it. Why Umar won't sue over his love. I don't know. Let me listen to this one. I'm really disappointed.
From my understanding, she even went through his cell phone. I mean, he had mentioned that.
Oh no, this is another lady that did a video about Dr. Umar. Listen.
Stockholm, Sweden. While I was in Stockholm, Sweden, the woman who I contracted with to care for my mother turned out to be a demon in disguise and is now one of my top haters and detractors. So I just think it's very fortuitous that Stockholm, Sweden, and shout out to all my Stockholm, Sweden Africans. I just find it interesting that my daughter and this Kansas City hood rat, that both of them were in the works against me at the same time. Now, I do care for my mother, who I love more than anything in this world. And for those of you who care for your parents, you understand where I'm coming from. This is information that I didn't want to share, but I think it is appropriate to the conversation.
So as you can see, the clip that was playing, his daughter was outside pissing in a bleach bottle. I think Umar needs to go get his daughter. As for Siobhan, now we start to see that she is running around blabbing and talking. I mean, this woman, which I will be playing a clip from the Lynn and Honor YouTube channel where she talked to Lynn and Honor. This woman went into this man's house, okay, like an android. She scanned every nook and cranny of that man's house, like an android or a robot. Went on Lynn and Honor's channel.
This woman say that this woman went into Dr. Umar's house on a mission. This is the video I was looking for, but hell, it popped up. So we're going to listen to this for a minute.
She talked about everything she saw, heard, smelled, whatever up in that man's mother's house. She talked about the water pick, dental water pick he had on the dining room table. She talked about the seasons and the spices. She talked about the storage bin.
Siobhan Tay, Lene, you dirty girl. You went in that man's house on, and I'm not the only one that sees it. Let me read. Damn it. Oops.
No.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I hit the wrong button.
So she's very dishonest.
Things he had stacked up. She talked about the clothes and
From Sweden Africans. I just find it interesting that my daughter and this Kansas City hood rat, that
she went too far. When Dr. Umar used the word gummit, that lets me know she has no teeth.
both of them were in the works against me at the same time. Now, I do care for my mother, who I love more than anything in this world. And for those of you who care for your parents, you understand where I'm coming from. This is information that I didn't want to share, but I think it is appropriate to the conversation.
so as you can see, the clip that was playing, his daughter was outside pissing in a bleach bottle. I think Umar needs to go get his daughter. As for Siobhan, now we start to see that she is running around blabbing and talking. I mean, this woman, which I will be playing a clip from the Lynn and Honor YouTube channel where she talked to Lynn and Honor. This woman went into this man's house, okay, like an android. She scanned every nook and cranny of that man's house, like an android or a robot. Went on Lynn and Honor's channel. She talked about everything she saw, heard, smelled, whatever up in that man's mother's house. She talked about the water pick, dental water pick he had on the dining room table. She talked about the seasons and the spices. She talked about the storage bins he had stacked up. She talked about the clothes in the plastic bag. I mean, she talked about every nook and cranny up in this woman's house. I mean, like, damn, she talked about the bathroom. She talked about everything. And I mean, it's like she was on a spy mission. It was like she was on a spy mission. And the reason why I do not think that Umar Johnson is going to follow through with the lawsuit is because this woman, she was on a fact-finding mission, burrowing and digging through everything. From my understanding, she even went through his cell phone. I mean, he had mentioned that
This woman went through all his shit. She couldn't take care of his mama because she was too busy scrolling through the house trying to find something on Dr. Umar. Y'all, I really wanted to play. I was going to play that interview that homeboy did with that man. Either he put it on members only or he took it down. Lennon found a man that dates a woman or either used to date a woman that Dr. Umar used to date. She's a light-skinned African sister. And the woman has some disparaging things to say about Dr. Umar. Evidently, she told him about it. So this man comes to Lennon to tell Lennon about it. And they start talking about Dr. Umar's private part and what he does in bed. It goes, but I don't understand these men. I think these motherfuckers weird. They did that. I heard it, but I think he put it on private. Why Umar wants to, because let me see. Yeah. He put it on private. He put it on private. I think, hold on, let me check one other place. But when I go to his channel, it's gone. That man that you see on my thumbnail, that man did the interview on Leonard's channel. And now I can't find it. That man was on there talking about Dr. Umar being with a woman he used to date. Wait, this might be it. Hold on. Let me see. Is this it?
Show me something that TikTok overhyped, but actually got it right. Baby, for me, it's this. I use it like they're.
This might be it.
Yeah, thank you for calling back in. I appreciate it. Okay, go ahead and
Let's
continue.
listen.
So I don't know what you got, so I'll just start from the top. So basically, I dated this lady from 2014. I met her, and she told me that before she dated me, she dated Umar. She was reluctant to tell me this because of, all the riffraff that he was getting into. We used to watch her videos back in like 2019, and then she would always add behind the scenes about the behavior that he was doing. And like, oh, that's right, he would do that with me, and so on and so forth. So she didn't want to confide in me at first that she dated Umar because she was very disappointed. She was just getting into the conscious community, and she reached out to him because she was having trouble with her nephew. I'm like, okay, here we go. So they started a conversation over the phone. He asked for a picture. She sends a picture thinking like, it's harmless. And next thing you know is like, can you find me a venue in your state, the Midwest, so I can come out there and see you, and then I can do the lecture and you could be my guest and whatnot. She's like, I'm just gotten into this field right now. I don't really know anybody. So 2 weeks later, lo and behold, he's having a lecture in her state. So he invites her out there, right? So she's sitting there in the front row and everything, but he doesn't really acknowledge her in front of others. So she was so disappointed in him. So after the lecture, she was just distraught. Like, you call me out here, I'm your special guest. You act like you don't know me. He catches up with her like in the parking lot and says, I can't show people that I'm with you. There's a lot of people that are jealous of who I'm dating. And she was light skinned with light eyes. She's like, I can't be seen with a light skinned, light eyed sister. I would never hear the end of it, right? So we always talk about that because you talk about his being color conscious and whatnot. He got to be blackety black, black, black. And she didn't fit that mold. So he kind of like pushed her to a side. So anyway, they started dating, and then she would just tell me stories of him always coming out to see her. She never went out to see him. So she would always like, I'm gonna come in town for a weekend. Can you put me up? And he would always would stay with her, and he would always want to go to White Castle. He would always want to go to the Chinese food spots. And it's funny because he always talked about, the Asians taking our money and doing this and that. And that's the first spot he would want to go to, is give me that Asian spot. Right. So she said one time he was at the house, she still had to work because she's got a life, and he's just laying up, parlaying in her house all weekend. And she said she came home after a graveyard shift, and he was in the bathtub parlaying. And she said there was cheesecake on the counter.
Why are you laughing so hard? Because Dr. Umar was in the bathtub. Now, if he wasn't taking a bath and cleaning himself, y'all would call him nasty. Dr. Umar can't win with these people. These men are crazy. This two men.
And the aunts had got into it because he left everything out, I guess, overnight or whatnot. And just living in filth and whatnot. So all the things that she would say backed up everything that you were telling us too. So it was just funny how she had this inside track on everything to validate, what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what you said that he had an issue, or at least he told her that he had an issue with the light skin thing. You know what year with that? What year would that have been?
So she dated him around 2013, I believe. 2013. And basically that he could not be seen with a light-skinned sister because he's supposed to be Mr. Blackety Black. And if he's seen with that, that would ruin his reputation. So yeah, he had this whole cut, but we know that he loved light-skinned sisters.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing is him not acknowledging her there. It might have been just him playing mind games too, though. You know what I mean?
I think she wasn't the only special guest that he had there.
Yeah.
So he kind of, he's kind of played it off like that. But so what happened was, so he came out another weekend because he was supposed to talk to her nephew. That was the whole thing about him hooking up with her. So his nephew had a football game, and her brothers and uncles were all there. And she said, man, Umar was just scared.
Why does Lena need to know all of this about Dr. Umar? You know what? I don't know why Lennon is so invested in Dr. Umar. Like it's like he get. I'm gonna let y'all watch. Look how he looks.
Didn't want to say nothing. He's supposed to be Mr. Black Conscious. I'm saving black boys. He wanted nothing to do with the nephew. Couldn't hold a conversation with him. Just like ready to go. When we gonna leave? And then all the brothers was just looking at him side eye like this brother ain't for real. They could really.
But what he dragged that man out from with that damn wife beater jersey on, who say he used to date a woman that Dr. Umar used to date. They are doing anything to get to Dr. Umar. Listen.
Like you said, when he's in front of a real man, he really shows who he really is.
You ain't no real man.
So yeah, he had nothing to do with that. That was his end to get to her.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What was the website you told me about that gives everyone a loan up to $100,000?
So are you saying that with the nephew, he was supposed to work with the nephew or help the nephew in some way?
Right. So that's why she originally reached out to him, because he was doing the school for black boys and like, I can help your nephew, let's do this, let's do that, let's have a meeting. So she finally arranged for it, and he's just like, he had nothing for him. He was just there, like, had nothing to say, didn't really look him in the eye, just was just like, can we go now? Basically, let's go back to the hotel, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a hotel situation, but you also said that he was at her place too.
Yeah, that was a play on words back to the hotel. but to her house.
Oh, I got you. So,
Yeah,
so in this scenario, she has a residence and he comes
Right.
through and he's basically, it's not that he's living there, but he's laid up in there. He has cheesecake, he's taking baths and that type of thing.
exactly. Instead of the hotel, this was his spot. I guess when he's on the Midwest, he would come through. Yeah. But yeah, one thing she said though that really got my attention was that one time he was doing some type of paperwork and had his papers out on her kitchen table, and she thought she saw an FBI folder, and he immediately put it, away as if to see it. And she kind of like, did I see what I just saw? But she never confronted him on that. And so we would talk about that. Like, you think he an informant? You think he an agent? Or could it be that was researching Comtel Pro, right? And that he was just doing the research on how, they take down Black leaders and so on and so forth. But as we got more informed on who he is, that really stuck out. But again, will an informant like that have an actual FBI folder that they're looking at with FBI logo and whatnot? So
Now these two nutcases trying to say Dr. Umar is a damn informant for the FBI. Mr. King Kong Consciousness himself. I don't know where Lennon found this man, but listen.
I just wrote it off.
The thing is that if he's researching, it still wouldn't have that logo.
Yeah. It was strange, and it caught her eye. She always said that one thing with him was that folder and how he quickly put it away. That always stuck with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I have him saying in a lecture, I think it was a lecture, it might have been an interview where he's saying that he has to be careful about getting too close with the sisters because he has important paperwork sitting out. Anyone in the cookout chat remember this at the one, he has important paperwork and he doesn't want them to see that paperwork. That's what comes to mind when we're telling you that.
Yeah. Could be. Oh, and another thing, again, you validating everything about his being promiscuous and not wanting to have protection. And of course, with her, the same thing, not wanting to have protection. Just so happens that
why are these two men talking about Dr. Umar's sex life and why y'all sitting up talking about another man's sex life and what he do with his Shango stick? Y'all need help. Listen, people, listen to this.
late 1 month, and she told him, and she said he went off, called her everything in the book. You black bee, you this, you that, you trying to trap me, you trying to do this. I mean, she was like traumatized because this so-called conscious person just went straight ghetto and hood on her and just really showed his misogyny. Fortunately, she wasn't pregnant and, everything was okay. But she said after that, she never looked at him the same again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how long did she deal with him,
So it was about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
On and off, yeah. But yeah, everything, the whole living in filth, the eating, just, the eating, be part of it, the obsession with sex. I mean, everything that you're touching on, we're just like, we were just looking at each other like, Labby, he's on it, stay on him. This has been going on for far too long. And she can definitely validate everything that you're saying, even more.
Yeah, how does she feel about him these days?
Oh no. So I remember one time we were watching one of your videos on when he's on the steps of FTG and he saw that rock.
Yeah.
And he went to go. She's like, he's too far gone. She's like, so she reached out to him and she's like, Umar, this is such and such. He knew exactly who she was. And she said, you need to get some help. Like you are way out there. Right, I'm concerned for you. You need to go.
Why does Leonard need to know? I don't know why he needs to know. He is lying. I don't believe a word he is saying. Leonard would know if he was because he digs deep into Umar's life. Oh God, now he is the FBI agent. Girl, I know. They trying to say Dr. Umar is these motherfuckers crazy. You know, in a minute, I'm gonna have to cuss a motherfucker out because they done got on my nerves, okay? No, I'm not. I'm gonna keep it classy.
Go and check yourself in and get some help. And his response, like a malignant narcissist is like, oh, you miss me. That's why you call. You just want an excuse because you miss Big Papa. You still want this and this. And then she's just like, man, this guy, I can't even deal with him. Yeah. Yeah, but she did reach out to him and he was definitely like trying to get back in and not hearing what she was trying to say.
Yeah, and you're referring to the video where Umar, he's doing like a promo for the school and he's walking through and he looks over, there's these steps up there at FMG. He looks over and he goes like this to the camera.
So that dude that Lennon is talking to used to date a woman that Dr. Umar dated. And she told him some things about her and Dr. Umar. So now he's trying to get his claim to fame by coming out here throwing his ex-woman under the bus about something she told him about her and Dr. Umar. You see how far these people are going? And it all started with that damn throat goat gummy buster out of Kansas City, Missouri. We owe it all to her. She got mad because Dr. Umar left her in February and now it's June and July and he never came back. So she decided she'd go on a world tour and talk about his mama, reveal HIPAA private violation information, health information that no one should know because she said she's not a legal caretaker or something like that. She doesn't have a license, so she can say whatever she wants. And is that a wig she wearing? Is she wearing a wig? That woman, Siobhan. And I don't like her nails. They too damn long. All right, let me stop. Oh, what happened here? I thought I was playing. Okay, here we go.
And he goes over there and sits down and then he starts going like this, kind of off screen and going like this. And then the camera moves over and you see that there's this little, it looks like a little white rock that's sitting there. And what it is that Umar sees that he thinks that it's something else and he can't help himself. He has to go and see what it is. And ultimately it's just drug addict behavior.
Yeah.
And so he's going to investigate what that is. And then once he figures out what it is, he leaves it alone and then he continues to talk. But he couldn't even stop himself. And the editor of the video, they didn't even edit it out. Yeah. How do you feel about Umar? Was there a time where you believed in him? What was that?
Definitely. Up until the time I met her, I was still all in. I was still wishing that he was going to come through with what he's saying he was going to do. I actually wrote a book called Black Sun Rising, The Reawakening of the Warrior DNA in Black Men. And I had an online manhood training program. This was before I met her. And I told her, man, I can give him my program. I could help save him, to find something, that's tangible that he can build. Like, I'm going to do it. It's not about me. It's about these boys. And she looked at me and like, he ain't trying to do nothing. He's not. And so, yeah, it took me at that time to finally realize, like, yeah, he was just blowing smoke. But no, of course, he's an orator. He plays with our emotions, right? He studied the greats and knows how to tap in.
So Dr. Umar play with your emotions and you're upset with him. That's why you're out here trying to start a scandal on him. Sir, you are a man. Shake that shit off and keep it moving. What is wrong with these people? Guys, I'm getting ready to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. Black Queens Forever. Dr. Umar is doing his thing. He's run into a lot of stumbling blocks, okay? People are trying to take him down. People are trying to take Dr. Umar down. People are trying to take Dr. Umar down. So if you support him, you're going to have to be steadfast. You can't waver. You've got to stand up for what you believe in. Okay? You have to do that because people are out here running rampant and losing their minds. All right. You guys have a wonderful night. And I got to get ready to bake a cake and be at a, as the old folks say, a funeral, aka a funeral tomorrow. Good night.